Hey Swaggy Swan family, this is our sick baby routine. This is what I do when Savannah is not feeling well. And baby girl is not feeling well because, as you know, she's about 2.5 months old, so she was due for some shots. So she had to get some oral medication and a whole round of other shots, which really put her in a sour mood. She was not happy. As you can see here in this clip, I felt so bad for her. And also, she got her ears pierced, so she was still upset about the shots. The ears piercing totally just took it over the top for her, and she was absolutely just done with existing altogether. Now, we chose to have the doctor's office do her ears piercing just for cleanliness and just hygiene reasons. You can go anywhere to get your newborn's ears pierced, I believe, any ears piercing place, but this was more reassuring for us, and we saw the needle straight out the package, and I just felt better doing it that way. The doctor did mention to us some of the symptoms after her having shots, and just her ears piercing could be low-grade fever, aches in her legs, and just kind of out of it and clingy. So she was very clingy to me as she was not feeling well. And when it was time to administer her medicine, I used this really neat mechanism here that came in her safety kit with a nipple attached to it. It makes it much easier to give babies medicines, so I would say to get that. And here's some children's Tylenol. If you have children's Tylenol, the doctor told us it's okay, even if you don't have the infant specific one. Just 2.5 milliliters of children's Tylenol is the dose that you would give a baby her age. So I'm using that medicine mechanism here, and as you can see, it's super simple. She's just drinking it as if it was a bottle, and then I gave her a little bit of her bottle after that to comfort her. And a part of her sick routine, even though she wasn't feeling well and didn't seem to have as much as an appetite as usual, I still tried to give her bottle as frequently as possible so she could still get some type of nutrients in her body. So here you can see I started to sit her up a little bit. I didn't want to push it. I just wanted to see if she would, kind of perk up a little bit. So she's kind of here. She still was spitting up quite a bit like she usually does, which is normal for her. But she was beginning to get sleepy again, so I knew, okay, if I could try to keep her up for a little bit, which is what I do on a regular routine, then, she might perk up a little bit. I kept on her shows she likes to listen to, which is Paw Patrol, Doc McStuffins, all of those kitty shows in the background. And I started to do baby talk with her, and she started to smile, which probably was more so because the medicine was making her feel better. That's another thing, a part of the routine. You can tell when the medicine has kicked in and is working. She's not as clingy. She wants to play a little bit. And shortly thereafter, though, she did fall asleep. If you do intend to get your baby's ears pierced, it's very important to clean the piercing twice a day. You can use peroxide, but that might burn. I prefer to use alcohol, which is what I'm going to use here, and her doctor recommended this also. He also said you could use soap and water, but I prefer alcohol. And you can get Q-tip swabs to use, and really you want to saturate it. The reason you want to saturate it is so that as you're gently going around the piercing in a circular motion, because the Q-tip is so saturated, much of that alcohol is just going to spread and get into the areas it needs to, and you really don't have to do any rough cleansing. You also have to clean the back and try to turn the back of the piercing also when you're cleaning it with the rubbing alcohol. That's important to make sure it's not crusting or there isn't anything scabbing on the back that you can't see, so you just want to turn the piercing with the Q-tip. And even though she's not feeling her best, I still try to get in some playtime with her because I really think that's important to still try and stimulate your child and not miss out on that even though they're not feeling too well. So here she's just on her activity mat. She's just chilling. She's observing, looking around, and that's all we're going to do while she's sick. I'm not doing tummy time because I don't want to agitate her. So she's just relaxing, and I'm bouncing her toys up and down on the activity mat, and she's just peaceful and enjoying it. Eventually she falls asleep, and that's pretty much her day. Her doctor did indicate she should feel better in 24 hours, so this won't last for long, but my advice, if you have a sick baby or a baby who's not feeling good, shower them with kisses, cuddles, and love. Make sure you give them their medicine. And of course, make sure they're getting lots of well needed rest and nutrition. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope if any of your babies are sick, that they will feel better soon too.